The best part about having sex is actually having sex. All right, we sound good. Buckle up. This one's titled, It's 2008 Again, The Real Estate Crash No One Sees Coming by Michael Bordenaro from downtown. Let's blow this big daddy up, get this party started. Should be fun.
And I feel like we're at a place in time in the housing market where we are experiencing a silent housing market crash that is starting to get louder and louder because we are already seeing home price declines on a national level. And in some areas of the country, particularly in Florida, in some metros, you can even see that home prices are down by as much as 10% year over year, which is a significant decline. But
Good. Let it burn. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. I'm personally stoked that it's eating shit.
I'm a huge fan.
Anyways, Nate's totally stoked.
even in markets where the declines are not as severe, it still is quite a bit when you add it up over a long period of time. For example, if you're looking at a market that saw a 3% decline in home prices over the past year, you might say, well, that's not that much. Prices haven't come down nearly enough to make it affordable. Well, that's true. But if we see 3% declines year over year for 5 years, well, now you're looking at a 15% decline, or possibly more if it accelerates.
It's not good enough, Michael. We need 100% drop, dude.
Yeah, fall right to $0.
Free housing.
And my definition of a housing market crash since the beginning, since I started talking about this topic 3 years ago, was always the same. A 20% decline in home prices, at least in my opinion, is considered a crash, especially when it takes place in a relatively short period of time within like a 5-year window. Because
I would agree with him on that. I actually got some good shit here. Hold on. We're hopping to Zillow. My favorite thing to do. They go, what are your hobbies nowadays, Jack? I go, I like going to Zillow and watching the price cuts on houses. I like them just eating shit. Now, you would think to yourself, Jack, you own a townhome. You shouldn't be happy that it's dropping. I am. They're trying to charge $300,000 for a townhome in basically hood adjacent near the ghetto. It's a ripoff. I don't personally believe my townhome is worth $300,000.
Yeah.
But right here, this is the best. It's already happening, especially in like Florida where I live. Right here, $265,000, which is like a great deal. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. Looks like it probably has an HOA, but it looks nice. Check this shit out though. It's going way below 20%, way more than 20% in some areas. This isn't everywhere, but look at this. From 2024, not even a year ago, they wanted $390,000. Okay, 20% of that would be roughly $80,000.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. If there was a crash, hold on. Let's go back up. Look at the price, $265,000. So it's down basically $100 and almost $30,000. That's more than 20%. But wait, check this shit out. I didn't even notice this. I haven't been looking in these areas because I'm bougie and I want to live next to the water. 20-minute drive just ain't going to cut it. Right here, though, $230,000 in South Florida. This is like unheard of. 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
That's great.
But hold on. It's in a foreclosure. It's already happening. This house was just bought only for, 5 years ago for $320,000. So I'm no mathematician, but that's $90,000 off. So that's more than 20%. 20%. What's 20% of 320? 600 and some change.
It's $64,000.
60 grand and some change. Yeah. Same. He's Nate's half Chinese. We're gonna go back. I want to check out your area in Tampa after this,
Dude,
but it's already happening.
Dude, this blew my mind. Like you said that there was a condo, what was it, 3-bed, 2-bath is what you said?
Yeah.
That for like $250,000 and some change. But dude, I saw like a 1-bed, 1-bath apartment. They're like, oh, it's like $180,000. I'm like, how the fuck is that $180,000? Dude? No town is nice enough.
Suck 7 dicks.
Seriously, it's like, dude,
line them up.
I'll just steal someone's house. Just like, I'm not gonna do that.
No, because
180?
Nate lives
you out
in
of your mind?
Nate lives in Tampa, and Tampa got it worse than where I live. That's for sure.
Oh my God,
way worse. Also, Nate's wearing a fucking suit. He insisted, so now I'm sweating my dick off in a leather jacket. Thank you,
we're
Nate.
sweating our dicks off together.
All right. Hold on, before we get back into it, right here. This is a good point in the comment section here. When it's 40% overpriced, a 5% drop is a joke. Yeah, technically, if you really think about it, this is correct. Because even 20% off, it's still like, well, it's still up 20% more than it should be.
Dude, exactly. It's like, oh, these prices, it's down 10%. I'm like, yeah, but it's still way overpriced.
It's still 100% over what it used to be. 40% is not even accurate. It's 100% more than it used to be 8 years ago.
Still way too fucking expensive.
This one goes, forget a house. People can't afford a car. Losers.
People can't even afford a Chipotle chicken bowl.
Yeah, anyways.
Gotta make installments.
Back to Michael. I like this video.
We've never really seen that happen in the United States except for between 2007 and 2012. So let's talk about what's going on right now. First of all, existing home sales, they dropped 0.7% year over year in May.
Not good enough.
April wasn't a whole lot better. New home sales in May, however, dropped a whopping 14%. And we can derive so much about the US economy just based on what's happening in the housing market. So let's say we see a situation where home prices decline nationally over the next year 5%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is a major impact on a lot of different things. For example, those lower home prices are going to put a huge dent in how consumers feel about their finances because you are now removing the wealth effect. And when you remove the wealth effect and people see the value of any of their assets going down, whether it's the stock market, their real estate, their gold and silver, whatever, it tends to put people in a situation where they want to pull back on their finances and not spend. And certainly a 5% drop in home prices nationally would be enough for people to be shaken up. And people would start to realize like, yeah, I think things are starting to turn around now. But here's the thing. I wouldn't be too concerned about home prices falling nationally. You should be far more concerned about what home prices are doing where you actually live, in your neighborhood. That's where it really matters. You know, it doesn't really matter what the national figures are saying. For example,
yeah, that only really matters like this situation here. Yeah, that's good for me because I live locally. But to paint you a picture, we've gone over this 100 times, and we'll probably talk about it another 100 times. But my point is for 230 grand, somewhere like Michigan, outside of Detroit, oh, you're getting even more than this. So it doesn't really matter for most people, but somebody like me who makes internet money, where I could just float wherever, that's the only way it actually really matters. But for Florida, all these overpriced markets, I think everywhere's a little overpriced. But I think this is going to be normal right here. What's the word for it? Foreclosure. That's going to be a really hot. I think, dude, it's just a matter of time. It's usually not until like the news goes, it's a recession, then everybody goes, oh shit.
Well, yeah, it's like, bro, we were talking about this yesterday. It's the same thing with crypto. When everybody starts telling you about, oh, the housing market's down, it's too late. You're already fucked.
You know what's really fucking nuts? I've honestly thought for like the past 4 years that I sold all my Bitcoin like 4 years ago.
No.
It's today we looked at it, was 118 grand. I'm just sitting there like this. Piece of shit.
Dude, at this rate, I'm going to own a full Bitcoin before I own a fucking house.
Well, what I'm saying is I'm surprised it's still holding on, and I'm not happy about that, right? And that's actually another reason why I post every day. If you guys ever wonder, Jack, why do you have two YouTube channels? That's because we talk about this kind of stuff here, right? So if something does happen, like, which it probably will, where everything kind of crashes, I'm going to have to work more and harder like the rest of you. So I'm just kind of preparing myself in case I take like a 50% pay cut or 20%, which Michael would say is a crash.
And don't forget about you're going to have to work more to make more and buy less.
Exactly. Well, if everything crashes, then maybe the money will kind of even out.
God bless the USA.
Let's blow him back up, though. Michael's on a roll from downtown.
He's crushing it.
I live in Florida, and home prices are coming down basically everywhere in Florida at this point. But that doesn't matter to somebody who lives in the Northeast who's still seeing prices go up by 3, 4, 5% a year. Doesn't matter. Some economists are actually worried about a recession if we were to run into a situation where we see home prices fall on a national level for...
Something else I wanted to point up, like I have a lot of family in Michigan, and when I was up there, when I was up there recently, I'm sitting there looking at it like, yo, 250 grand for a 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, big ass yard, perfect grass, the kind of grass when you touch it and you go, oh, that's nice.
Beautiful.
That kind of grass. 250 grand. And I'm sitting there like, what a deal. But meanwhile, the locals are like, you believe this shit? So
It's all relative.
yeah, but it's because I'm coming from like one of the most overpriced markets. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Because at them up there coming down here, the average Joe, they're like, good God.
Bro,
and
they
I feel the
shit a
same
chicken
way.
over here.
Oh yeah, they literally poop out of their ass.
For 6 to 8 months straight, because that would have another serious impact on people's spending decisions and consumer confidence and how people view the current economic environment. Honestly, I think we're already kind of at a situation like that. But if you look at what's happening with home sales, where we're seeing people pull back to a point where home sales are near 40-year lows right now, those are all homes that aren't being bought where people aren't buying a new TV for the house. People aren't buying a new dishwasher for that house. People aren't remodeling those houses. Nobody's buying them. So that's taking a significant impact on the economy. And remember, home builders are leading the way when it comes.
Not to mention, dude, we just got our townhome quoted with the homie discount because we know the owner of a construction company, remodeling company. For the homie hookup, 15 grand. If it wasn't a homie hookup, 30 G's just to remodel. I'm sitting there like, good God. And that's basic shit. I'm not talking full-blown marble countertops and everything's white and shiny. I'm just talking like get the bathrooms nicer, paint the house, change some ceiling fans, some basic shit.
30 G's is outrageous.
He said that would be what it was. We wanted a lot more than that done, like get the carpets out of the bedroom. I'm not going to go into detail, but the point is like, yeah, let's just say I'm doing it one by one. We're going to get the kitchen done first. And then 4 years from now, we'll do the bathrooms. In another 10 years, we'll get the carpets, and we'll be able to afford it.
Comes to the housing market right now, they are now selling brand new houses at roughly the same price as existing resale homes, which is something you rarely ever see throughout history. They're giving all types of incentives, mortgage rate buy downs, free upgrades on the home, and yet they're having a hard time. And that doesn't really give a whole lot of confidence for people trying to sell a house on the resale market right now, unless you are still in one of the hot markets. And one quick tangent I want to go on is somebody made a comment the other day that I responded to that was something like, well, I was just traveling and the airports were full, all the restaurants were full and all of this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I've seen that myself as well. That doesn't mean that everybody's doing well. All it really means is that people have credit cards and they continue to spend money.
I'll tell you I'll tell you exactly what it means. People can still afford to go on vacation. It doesn't mean they can afford a house. It's not that people are broke and fucked and screwed. It's just they don't have an extra 400 grand for a house. Like a $4,000 trip, I believe most people can pull that off.
Yeah, not to mention, like...
I'm just saying.
Not to mention, he nailed the fact that on a 4,000 trip, you might have 2,000 saved, but you're like, oh, I can put the rest on a credit card. Like, dude, the debt has never been higher in this country. Like, the consumer spending debt is fucking... It's over $1 billion, I think, just on credit cards.
Dude, I'm guilty. I got my white girl latte. I went in there. I said, yeah, give me the white girl and throw a $12 muffin on that. Thanks, Jerry.
Dude, He bought me a green tea too. I'm like, can we pay this in installments?
Yeah,
I don't have
$7.90. I'm just saying
$12 for green tea.
I'm just saying I think most people can still afford
a vacation.
Those kind of
Or
those
a
kind.
restaurant.
Yes. Though before we go, I want to look at Tampa's area. Hold on, let me check the comments.
Oh yeah, please do.
But to be fair on that, like people are still like I'm still gonna live my fucking life, dude. Like even when I lived in a car for 3 months, I still had a girlfriend. I worked every day. I was like, this isn't going to be long term. But my point is, it was still like, I could still afford to go do stuff. Like some things, not much.
Yeah.
I could still afford to fuck. No, that's my bad. Too much information.
Fuck on the beach.
I really should have bought a house when I was 6. Yeah, you're stupid, dude. You could have got a job at Nike when you were 6. Bro, saved up. I'm joking.
I should have bought a house when I was in my dad's balls.
Yeah,
I could have afforded it then.
I noticed a lot of newer homes are being built with cheap materials. Even if I had money to buy a home, yeah, a lot of people are talking about shitty homes. I work in the industry. We perform house inspections, and in my case, wait, you're better off buying a home built in the 70s and 80s. Well, that's probably why it's more expensive. They're like, these are better than a cheaply new constructions going up today. Yeah, I would agree. I like those old mid-century modern joints. That's kind of my vibe. That's my shit right there.
A little more vintage.
A little je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? Like a dip down, a walk down living room. Since 2000, median home prices in the U.S. have increased by nearly 160%. Yeah, so it's true though. So a 20% dip, it's still like, well, we're still kind of 145% up. So it's not looking too good.
How's that 3% a year raise doing you?
All right, hold on. I gotta look at Tampa real quick. Let's blow this little.
Oh, it's
Let's blow this mama up. Let's finish this party off nicely.
I live near Ybor City, and bro, there's like a plot of land is literally like the size. It was like the size of a fucking like a McDonald's.
No,
it's like 100 G's. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
What's
going on?
Losers.
In Ybor City.
What's your zip code?
Oh, 33619.
and what's your address and your social security number?
Oh yeah,
I'm just kidding.
And I like my.
Wait, look at this. Not many. Hold on, let's remove the boundary. We're going to Tampa here, guys. Oh yeah, Tampa is fucking popping, dude. All right, so let's go.
Oh, it's a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, let's go maximum. Let's see what we can get for maximum 400 grand. Let's just have some fun here.
Regular ass house. Yeah.
Let me see what we can get. Any 3 bedrooms? Yeah, actually, you got some options. Now, what's like a bad area here? Like, where's like the bad neighborhood? That's what people really like.
I would say like Belmont Heights, maybe, or
No, like if I had to point on this map here, can you point it to me?
Not necessarily.
Really? Okay.
Like I don't have the best view from here. Let me look. Ybor City Historic District is pretty rough.
Really?
That's a pretty rough area, yeah.
All right, let's see what you can get for 360 grand in Ybor City. 1,200 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Oh, that's a hood area.
Price cut of only 5 grand. They're gonna have to do better than that.
I know exactly where that is. That's not a good area.
Yeah, let me see real quick. Yeah, I remember driving through Tampa. It was like
cloudy with the chance of drive-by.
You ever seen the movie Paid in Full?
Yes.
Where it's all the hood guys outside and it looks like a damn music video.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like when I was driving down some of those roads. Dude. I was like, damn, this place is like a fucking movie, dude.
This area reminded me, yeah, it's bad.
Okay, let's see what they sold for. Okay, so in 2017, the same house sold for $99,000, $100,000.
Oh my God.
So not even 10 years later, let's see what it sold for. Dude, only in 2018, it sold for 50 grand. They lost money.
Holy
Piece
shit,
of shit. Look at this. God.
That's horrendous.
Hold on. What a bunch of dickheads, dude.
Now it's 300 G's?
Are you guys seeing this?
Wow.
Wait, 50 grand in 2018 and they want to sell it for 365.
What do you have to do to take a loss like that?
No.
Have your mother killed in a drive-by?
No, that's what they're trying to gain.
Oh my God.
It sold for 50 G's and they want 365 for it.
Yeah, good luck with that, pal.
I wonder if somebody's going to buy that though. I don't think so. You guys let me know. That's fucking nuts. Huh?
I know exactly where that is, too. That's an ugly ass area.
Let's go to another one right here. What's this one? 280, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet. Hold on. Let me see. No price cut. Let's see what we got. This is fun. What do you guys do to pass your time? Oh, it's a gay old time. We just sit around talking on the internet. All right. Yeah, right here. In 2018, this one sold for 160. They just listed it for 280. I think a lot of these people missed the mark. I don't think they're going to get that.
No shot.
Let me see. What's over here? 140 grand for a house. What do you got? Look at this little piece of shit. Oh my God.
1 bathroom?
900 square feet. 3 bedrooms and 900 square feet? How's that possible? I want to see what... Yeah. We're going to end on that. I want to go back to the comment section though. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say like 3 beds, 1 bath. I don't want to smell my kid's shit.
Yeah, literally. All right. Right here. Okay. 10 years ago, this same house sold for $23,000. Could you imagine that? 23 grand. That's like driving a Toyota Corolla, bro.
That's crazy.
No, dude.
Oh,
you know what, though? To be fair. Oh, no. My bad. That's the, I'm looking at the taxes. Hold on. Where's the selling history? Is there even any selling history?
Might not be.
Oh, I just was getting a good laugh out of that.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any selling history on this.
Damn, don't we feel silly?
Oh, piece of shit. All right, fuck it. We get the point. We saw that other one. That was insane.
Dude,
Let me go back to the comment
that
section.
area sucks.
No.
I can't emphasize how fucking horrible that area
And
is.
it smells like butt.
It does.
Let me see. All right. It needs to be a 50% crash in my book.
That's a little closer to reality.
Here's the problem, though. Imagine everybody that bought houses, even when they, like, I'm talking, let's say, not at the peak, but even just of recently. If it goes 50% down, that's why no one's buying houses. They're literally, and guess what? It's working. It's working. Just keep not buying homes. And obviously, that's easy for you to do because we just don't have the money.
It's expensive.
Home prices are not falling as fast as 2008 yet. Yeah, I'm actually still surprised the stock market and everything's still like rumbling in the jungle. And honestly,
Oh, it's all fake.
Let me see. He goes, it's all fake.
When I studied finance in school, that's the first thing I learned. I'm like, oh, so this is all made up.
Yeah.
If that island didn't exist, all of this would fall.
Oh, fuck you. Time isn't real, Nate.
Oh, that's true. Neither is water.
Oh, shit. Let me go. My bad. I got this blown up. Let's go down here.
Sorry,
All right.
I fucked everything up.
Yeah, you're talking about Epstein and shit.
I didn't even say
Get
the
off of
name.
my
You
show,
did.
Nate. I'm
I
just
didn't
kidding.
even say the name.
My first mortgage was at 16%. I felt fortunate to refinance at 14%. Yeah, but what did you pay for the house? 20 grand or 40 grand? Okay. I just bought a Chinese dinner. Okay, dude. You keep the damn Chinese out of this. You understand me?
Yeah, dude.
I'm just joking. I'm so confused. The middle class is going extinct, or are home prices coming down? The world is actually ending? Correction?
Oh my god.
All right. One more comment. We get the fuck out of here. 2008 went down by half. We are just at a quarter at most. Well, here's the thing. We haven't experienced the full shebang yet.
Oh,
you know what I mean? We haven't hit the full. I'll leave the rest of Michael Bordenero's video down below. Cool cat. He's got a lot of information, and we're kind of botching his video here, but I wouldn't doubt it if he's right though. Think about it: $400,000 house, 20%, 80 grand. It's almost 100, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did go down 30%, 40%, 50%. Free. You get a house. You get a house. Nate's gay.
I'm straight and gay at the same time.
Anyways, you guys leave your thoughts. I'm stoked on it. I don't care about my house's equity. I don't personally think my 3-bedroom townhome in the borderline hood is worth $300,000. I would say 200 grand max. That is maximum. So I really don't care. I'm actually happy about it. I'm not somebody who's like, I don't own 10 houses and trying to milk the system, right? I'm like most people.
And if you
We
think
just want one house, maybe another one to rent out in the future. That would be great.
And if you want to argue with Jack about what his home is worth, you can call him on Connect with Me.
Oh, yeah. You can call me at this number. Tell me to fuck off. All right. Solid talk. Shout out to everybody who bought a Caddy Daddy shirt. Everybody that invested in some gold. Check your emails if you bought gold because we did pick a winner. I got to look up the name. I'll announce that in the next video. But somebody won. Check your emails. And if you don't see it, well, you just get free gold in the mail.
Than's for having me on, Jack.
Shout out to Atlas
Appreciate
Bullion. Go check out Nate.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Sex Master Nate.
Hey.
He's a good-looking gentleman. He's about
Trying my best out
He's
here, dog.
borderline 6 foot with a certain pair of shoes. He is 6'2". His penis has put many women in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And we are signing out, ladies and gentlemen.
They need a double lung transplant when they're done with me.
You're an asshole.